Hello. So now something interesting, like two famous metaphors. Well, maybe one is quite famous and the other one isn't. So the boiled frog metaphor. There were these kind of ugly experiments where a frog was put into warm water and then the water was slowly heated up. And the frog actually does not catch the moment when its body becomes cooked, basically, yes. And the frog does not jump out of the boiling water. So that's a problem for us. Because if the frog is actually thrown into hot water already, the frog will immediately jump up. And it's similar with people, that people who, if you have like a strong impulse, something really shows up, you will defend yourself, you will react somehow, you will fight or flight, sometimes you will freeze. But what happens is that in many situations, this is about humans, but also it's about environment as a whole. You don't see the changes. You don't notice the little changes. So the water is a little bit hotter, a little bit hotter, a little bit hotter. You hate your work or you hate what you are doing and you are not jumping out. You are staying because you got used to it, and the cozy warmness of the place makes you stay instead of jumping out. So this is a very nice metaphor for change. And you might be in this situation too. You might be in some aspect of your life, you've been comfortable, you've been too comfortable, and you are not jumping out. I'm talking about just changing the perspective, just, taking a course or getting some more information or getting a coach, just changing a perspective and looking at this, at your life, at your career, at whatever you are doing from a different perspective. That's what we are recommending. Otherwise, you could become a boiled frog. Another one, which is connected to this, is a collared cat metaphor. So my friend had a cat, and when it was young, it was collared, and then it got lost. It was lost somewhere in the forest, was hiding for many days and weeks even. And in the meantime, the cat grew while the collar stayed the same. And of course the cat was in big pain, and in the end they found the cat and they cut the collar. But this cat is actually shy and timid until today, because it was used to the collar who was put on her in her young days. So similar with people. The society, the family, the school, the company will put you some sort of a collar on you, and you may either you become used to it. My friend is crying right now because she told me about this story, and it was her cat. So we are not talking about this lightly, but we are just using it as a metaphor for your life. So you could have this invisible collar on you, like a tie, like a corporate tie, or something that you accepted at the beginning, but then it gets worse. The expectations go higher and higher, or your health or your situation is just does not fit that old collar anymore because you grew out, but you keep it on. You keep your old friends, you keep watching the same movies on the TV and so on, and you don't have enough variety to see, wow, maybe it's time to change my clothes or my collar. So that is another reminder that maybe from time to time, and as a coach, I know when. So every life stage, when you begin or end, when you end and begin the new life stage, then it's time. So this is about every 7-9 years, depending on your age and quite a few things. But when you are changing your life stage, when you are moving from the old to the new, or you are trying to move, or you want to move but you have difficulty with it, it's time for really deeply looking into your soul, really deeply looking into how you function, and designing a new life, designing a new approach, rather than staying in the old, which could become not just uncomfortable, but like in a case of the frog, it could kill you, or in the case of the cat I was describing, it could actually suffocate you. Do you want to be suffocated? How long will you stay in your old paradigm before changing into something new? Maybe you need something new, and likely most of us need something new. Of course, you can still keep in many other areas of your life, you can still keep your old comforts. I'm not saying you have to jump out, and go backpacking to India or Ukraine or whatever country like that. You can change each aspect of your life step by step. It doesn't mean that if with every life stage you have to change all the aspects of your life. So you are invited to change before the hot water will cook you, or before your old collar will suffocate you.